Okay, guys, so my name's Devin. I enjoy hunting for fossils in Iowa. I've lived here a majority of my life, and when I go looking for fossils, and bones, I obviously come across some interesting rocks, and so I tend to pick them up. Uh, I've I've got a very large collection of them that I know what they are, but I could use some help with identification in the most recent ones that I've come across. So, rows 1 through 3, I believe all these are the same, uh, if not similar. I do believe that this one and this one are pyrite. However, identifying the other ones has kind of been a little bit of a trick. So, if you could help me, and I'm not an expert geologist by any means. Have very, very little experience with rocks. Uh, so I'm not going to say too much. I'm just going to leave the video open to if you could comment. So row 1, um, like I said, 1 through 3 are all. I pulled them all from the same area in a creek in the Polk County area. So if you could help me identify these. The second one has these really weird, um, like circular patterns in it, and these are almost like a clay. But the reason why I picked up all of these were because of, like, see, I think that's pyrite right there. But they had this shiny substance in them, and I didn't know if it was pyrite or lead, or something else, so if you could help me. Like I said, these are all from the exact same area. I did the hardness test, and obviously they scratch because you don't even really need to do anything, and they kind of crumble apart, as you can see all these pieces laying around. So all these are the same. Here's the ones that I think are pyrite. These two right here are extremely heavy. And this one I couldn't even crack with a hammer, a sledgehammer. And when I did hit it with the sledgehammer, this is the only thing that came off. So there's 1 through 3. So number 4. And all of these did not scratch. And so these two right here had me absolutely stumped. This one right here has like bits of green, which I thought like were aventurine or something in it, but looking at it closer, I just figured maybe it's just the angle. I almost thought these were rubies. Just because if you look at these ones right here, they're like really red. Like that one. That one. Odd though, I've never found anything like these ever before, and I've been searching for fossils for a long time. Never seen anything like these two. So these, I thought maybe this was agate. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not experienced, like I said. I just kind of from looking at them. I thought it was really odd that they had these pits in it though. Like they're like holes. Okay, so number 5. This one I thought was bone. It's just got like a really weird texture to it, and I don't know. I've looked at it underneath the microscope, and it looks like bone, but I've also never seen it with the like under the magnification I had it underneath. I've never seen it with these lines in it. I don't know if you can see the lines. They're really, really fine. There's probably like hundreds of them going vertically. But it's very soft. And it's like almost like sticky. I don't know how to explain it. Okay, here's some other ones I found in a lake in Iowa, in the Des Moines area. Like this pit right here actually has like crystallization in it. And all of these I found roughly on the same day, close, similar location. Like all of these were in the lake. And so this has got like dark green here, dark green, light green, light green. It's like 2 different shades of green, like you can see right here where they mix. This one I found like wedged in between 2 rocks. It's got really flat surface on one side and really flat surface on the other, but it was wedged in between there. I just thought it was really cool because it's really crystallized. And I have a thing with some really big aventurine like crystallization, so I thought maybe that's what this was. I'm not saying it is because I have no experience with rocks, but I just thought maybe that's what it was. This I also found in the same lake as those. Okay, number 6. So I found all of these in a creek in over by Indianola. Kind of reminded me of like these brick marbles I have, so I thought it was really cool, so I kept them. Especially in the water, you know, when you see stuff in the water and it like the color hits the light hits the water, you know, and it makes it brighter and shiny. You can like see the depth of like you see deep into the rock. It just looks really cool. So if you have any idea what those are, if you have any idea what any of this is, I'd appreciate it. So this last group 7, I kind of have an idea. Like, I think this is just quartz, you know, that's just kind of just been rolling around in the lake. It's got a really deep pink to it, which I thought was cool. And I'm assuming that these are some sort of like metal inclusions in it, like some sort of iron or something. I didn't pick up, like, I put all this to a magnet and none of it was magnetized. So if you know what those are, let me know. And then I found this in the same spot I found these two, but it's just like, it's really weird. And then I know that's an Omar. I really like Native American stuff, but so when I first found this, you know, I was like looking at it and thought maybe it was, but I realized it's an Omar because the lip on it. And then if you know what any of this is, this was all found in Sailorville Lake. I think that's smoky quartz. Some more quartz. Just thought this was cool because it's like, looks like as if it was resting on something. And started to crystallize. I found it how weird how smooth these were. Like super smooth for being in a lake. You know? Usually I find like stuff like this, but not like this. This one's like really thin. Super smooth. And this is like perfectly rectangular. It's really dense. Now you can feel the density. Thought maybe slate. Smells like slate. So, if you have any idea as to what these are, I'd appreciate it. Just so that, when I do put them into with the rest of my rocks, I have some sort of clue as to what they are. Thanks for your time.